Hello guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon XY kind of speculation video. Today, in this episode installment, whatever, we're going to be looking at the images, or some of the images I showed in the first rumour video I did, because I didn't have any decent images for that. I just put these on. These are fan art from someone off Instagram, I think, I'm not sure, don't hold me to that all. But they look pretty cool there. There's so many of them, so I'm going to go through probably most of them and give my thoughts on them and say what I'd like to see in Gen 6 and then, you know, what I wouldn't. So let's start off here with the starter Pokemon. Obviously the ones for Gen 6 have already been revealed, so we're just going to look at these for types and what I like about them. Starting off the grass starters here, we see Kabush, Villio and Kingleo. Grass Dark in the end. We've had Grass Dark before in the shape of Nuzleaf and Shiftry, but I think that's the only Grass Dark type we've had, so another one might be a decent addition. They seem to be based on lions or lion cubs to start with, and then obviously Kingleo has a nice mane of what I assume was grass or fur, something like that. So they're obviously based on lions, maybe a bit of inspiration from tigers and such, but lion is, you know, king lion, you know, etc. They look pretty good. I'd like to see a Pokemon based on a lion, not necessarily a grass type, but yeah, looks pretty cool. If we switch on to the fire starters here, we can see Pyroth, Wildfire and Lycanite. I assume that's how you say it. These look like they've taken inspiration from wolves. They are fire to fire electric type. Now loads of people have said they wanted to see a fire electric type in Gen 6, which I do as well, because I think that's the only type that hasn't been really featured. We've had I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting combination that people always wanted but never got, so it might be nice to see. I'm really hoping and expecting one to be in there. So they seem to be based off wolves, obviously. Nice little wolf cub to start off with, growing up into a nice. Looks a bit like Luxray, so that's the only problem with this one. But apart from that, it looks really cool. Moving on to the water starters here, we have Bevo, Beefhit, and Beevade, going from water to water fight. Now we've had obviously Infernape, Blaziken, and the final one, which is Emboar, I think, yeah, all firefight types. So we totally do not want another firefight type, and as it looks like, we're probably going to get a fire psychic instead, so that looks pretty good for the starters. But a water fight we've had for Poliwrath before, so there's probably one or two others as well, but I think another another water fight might decent, especially since it's based on beavers. We had the inspiration of Bidoof and Bibarel, but yeah, they were really like the Pokemon you choose to be your HM slaves, so not really something you'd use, but these designs look pretty cool here. So if we move on to the kind of the bug Pokemon for this game, or for the set, kind of taking place of Caterpie or Weedle, etc. We have Magoo, Chrysol, and Flies, obviously based off a maggot, and then a Chrysalis, and then a fly, obviously. Magoo, the design on that doesn't look really great, and neither does it for Chrysol, but Flies looks pretty cool. The name Flies isn't really great, but it could work. Magoo and Chrysol. I like Chrysol, but Magoo maybe not. But I don't know, yeah. Bug, and then go to bug flying. So we've had bug flying before in Beautifly and stuff like that, so they might have another bug flying in here, but I doubt it really. I'm not sure though. Next we move on to Bushu, Bushuff, and Busheri. Bushu was obviously based off a bush. Bushuff looks like a sheep and a bush as well. And the Busheri looks like a styled bush, you know, the ones you get in like fancy gardens and such, where they come to certain shapes. All pure grass type, so that's, you know, they're pretty good. You don't usually see a grass Pokemon this high up in the Pokedex apart from these starters, or a triple grass evolution, just grass. So I'd like to see something like this in the game. It might be interesting to mess around with. We haven't really had anything like this before. But yeah, the designs are all around pretty good. Yeah, so let's move on. Here we have what would take the place of Pidgey, Starly, etc. We have Robling, Robird, and Robroyal. Now this is an interesting point. We know that the game's going to be based about Europe, because we've had Paris, and then we've had screenshots of mansions and stuff like that, which would suggest, you know, London maybe. So Europe is the main inspiration for this game. So the European Robin is, I don't know if there are any other types of Robin at all. There's the American Robin, which is a thrush actually, so it's not an actual Robin. I've been looking up on that, but yeah. But I think the Robin might make an appearance. It's not been featured in any games yet so far, so I think them basing a Pokemon on a Robin would be a good idea. As for the designs, the Robling looks pretty much like a Robin. I don't know if it'd be too much like a Robin to actually be put in the game, but I like the design. Robird looks as a first evolution for a bird Pokemon would. You know, it's got larger, had some updated features. And then Rob Royal looks like a Staraptor version of Robling, pretty much, and I like the idea. Obviously, Rob Royal there might be a relationship to like the Queen, etc. in England. Woo, England. So yeah, possibly. Let's move on to the next set. So we have Cheekmunk and Chipmunk, obviously based off of chipmunks. I like the designs there. You know, a little pudgy Cheekmunk, and then you know, grown up like a Beedrill and Bibarel. Beedrill was based off a beaver, yeah, I think. Maybe a beaver chipmunk crossover it looked like, really, but yeah, mainly a beaver. Those look, I would like those Pokemon actually, instead of Beedrill, Bibarel, Rattata, etc. They look pretty good. But apart from that, not much to say about them. Next up, we have another set of bug Pokemon here. We have Grub, Stickoon, and Flutterfly. Obviously, Grub being based off a grub, a bit like Magoo just now. Stickoon, no idea what that's based off of, really. Probably just sticky mucus or something like that. Flutterfly, obviously a butterfly again. Going Bug, and then Bug Psychic. I believe, if I remember correctly, Venomoth was a Bug Psychic type, so we haven't had one of them since Gen 1, I don't think, so that might be good to see they have a return, but it looks a bit too similar to Venomoth, to be fair. But apart from that, I like the designs on these a bit more than Magoo and Chrysol, really. I don't know what's going on with Stickoon, really, what is closing his eyes or something, but, you know. Grub looks really cool, actually. Flutterfly, again, I'm not sure, it's got no arms, so wouldn't be able to have any decent moves, to be fair. So let's move on. Now here we have Humzing and Humshot, both electric flying types, obviously based off of hummingbirds. We've already had electric flying type in Gen 5, Emolga, but I would really like to see, not another electric flying type, but a Pokemon based off of a hummingbird. That's another bird we hadn't really seen in the Pokemon series tool. So seeing one of those would be, it'd be nice to see, because again they are native to Britain, I think, so, and possibly other areas in Europe. I'm no nature expert, but I'd like to see a hummingbird type Pokemon. I don't know really what type it would be. Possibly flying, possibly flying, maybe, yeah, possibly, yes, possibly flying. I don't know what type of normal, maybe, I don't know, depends, or water, because they do dive into water, so we'll have to see about that. And then for our last set in this episode, we have Pinkberry and Strawbright. Obviously based off of Strawberry, and I don't know what Pinkberry is based off of, probably a small strawberry. Both grass type Pokemon, they look pretty cool. I don't know about Pinkberry, really. But yeah, I think there's some colouring issues with Strawbright, but apart from that, they look pretty cool. Don't know if I'd like to see them in the game though, because they're not too great, and this is what the third set of grass Pokemon we've seen already, and we've only seen one set of fire and water, so maybe too many grass, I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching this episode, guys. In the next episode we'll be looking at some more, probably about the same amount, really. I don't know how long this kind of small series is going to be, but you know, we'll have to see. So don't forget to subscribe to get all these videos straight to your front page on YouTube so you don't miss a single one. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you next time. Goodbye.